everybody, and welcome back to the live stream. Good to have each and every single one of you down there waiting for us in the Chizat. Welcome, everybody. Good to have everybody down there. Thank you so much for coming on by and hanging out with us today. Honey, you want to say hello to everybody before we begin today's adventure?
Hello, everyone. I am here, and I am ready for today.
Indeed
because
you do.
today is bittersweet.
Yep.
And, I'm happy that we're going to be able to spend our Thursday together.
Absolutely.
Because, unfortunately, guys, tomorrow we'll not have a stream.
You are correct. Would you like to tell them why?
So, I'm getting Ryan an early Christmas gift.
Yep.
And he's buying me dinner.
I am.
But then we're actually going on Star Wars.
Yes.
And it's going to be a movie night.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be popcorns. It's going to be, soft drinks. And it's going to be really nice.
It's going to be a fun date night.
Yeah. In a town, over.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nice.
We're going out of town.
Yes.
And we're going to the town over. We're going to watch some Star Wars. And we're going to go eat some nice food. And it's going to be a ton of fun. So that's why we're not going to be streaming tomorrow. I know we've only streamed now twice this week because I was sick at the beginning. And, today is the last stream of the week. But yeah, we're going tomorrow. Our movie's tomorrow at 8? No,
yeah. 5:30.
5:30. So we're still going to be in the movie by the time the stream starts.
Yes.
And we're staying in the town for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's going on tomorrow. Time to dive into the amazing video archives on the channel to get my fix. There's plenty of it for you, Tim, and that's sweet. That's sweet of you.
There's a few in the archive.
Yeah.
Just a few.
If you get a chance, I think there's about 1,700 videos for you to check out.
Yeah.
Depending on how many you've watched already, that could be less.
Yeah.
Not sure how many videos you've watched.
That's a fat archive.
That is a fat fucking archive. That is true.
Yeah.
What's up, Knight? Good to have you in here. Thank you so much for coming on by. Baby Light Lucky, we got Mr. A, we got Death Ranger. Welcome, everybody, back. I saw Captain Phasma in here. Welcome.
Oh, Captain Phasma.
Mm-hmm.
I know that reference
you
now.
Do.
Because I've been watching
and
Star Wars.
We watched The Force Awakens the other day, and we haven't watched The Last Jedi yet. We might do that tomorrow, because you get off of work early, which is nice.
Yes, which is so nice.
Yes.
Because it's the final day, it's skolavslutning, which is...
School finish.
Yeah. So it's like the, end of the semester ceremony, and then we're off.
And then into winter break you go.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have like an hour fika. All the co-workers and teachers and special eds and everything like that.
Oh,
so,
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be nice.
I love it.
Hopefully they have smörgåstårta, sandwich cake.
Oh my gosh.
Because oh my god.
If they do, I know I'm not eating any dinner.
Yeah.
Because you won't be hungry.
Oh, you will eat my steak then.
Exactly. So don't eat too much, or eat early. That way you can have an appetite for your steak. After hearing talk about it yesterday, I figured that there won't be a stream tomorrow. Well, technically I'm already in Friday. That's true. Yeah. No, the way we were talking yesterday, there will not be a stream tomorrow. But we're hoping to be back on Monday. All things going well. Haven't seen about 1,000 vids. I haven't seen yet. Which ones have you watched the most? Which ones do you find yourself going back to, Tim? I'm curious, as a viewer to the YouTuber.
Yeah.
And Death, I appreciate your opinion. I love the Star Wars movies and the new ones. And I can't wait to go see the new one. So I'm probably gonna cry.
Yeah. No, I like them. I look at them as individual movies, and they have, really good components, and, some there is lacking.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's just, in a whole, they don't disappoint.
No,
in my opinion.
To me, they've never disappointed me. I fell in love with The Last Jedi, which was the one that everyone fucking hated.
Yeah.
And, I fell in love with The Force Awakens, and
I loved Rogue One.
I know you love Rogue One. I love Rogue One because of the cinematography. It looks so pretty. Some of the shots are just incredible.
I mean, and to be fair, I don't remember, half of all the movies we have seen, because they are, compounded to, one movie, kind of.
That's true. It kind of all just blends together into one big movie.
I do like, R2-D2, and then, BB-8.
BB-8's adorable.
It's just it has, you know, things in each and single movie that just makes me enjoy it very
Absolutely.
much.
And that's what I think I find, the best thing about introducing someone new to Star Wars is they've been able to latch on to so many different characters and different
Yeah.
themes and stuff like that.
I like the character build up, you know, like, you know, some people might not like it, but like the chemistry between Finn and Rey,
Yeah,
and you know
absolutely.
how that relationship develops.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, you know, about, you know, Leia and Luke, and you know, Anakin,
There's a
and
ton of characters to remember.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, like I look at the movies maybe in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe if it's gonna be like lore perfect,
Right.
maybe the new ones are lacking a little bit, or maybe they are not, because I'm not well educated in the Star Wars field.
That's fair. But
I think individually they are really good.
you know what? Sometimes the more fun you have from a movie comes from not being very up on lore.
Yeah.
Because the more you dig into lore, the more you start to see through the cracks.
Yeah.
And the more you start to see the cracks.
Yeah.
And that could be an issue. But what's up, Dave? Good to have you in here, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on by. Glad to see you here. From ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggy beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord deliver us. Sorry I'm late. No worries, bud. Been having some, watching some movies, I imagine?
Ghoulies, that makes me think about Riverdale.
Oh,
The Ghoulies.
The ghoulies.
Oh.
Player Homes, to be honest, I love your Skyrim videos. I watch your mod reviews the most. Your old Skyrim mod reviews are the ones I go back the most. They're my favorite. That's what a lot of people have come to me for.
Yeah.
It's funny, the channel started off as mainly just ARC. I started Skyrim back when it came out on Xbox One, so the special edition, obviously. But my channel was strictly ARC. At one point in time, I was uploading 3 ARC videos a day, killing myself, trying to do 3 videos a day, editing all of them together, which the editing was simple, still is, but I was always trying to make like 3 videos a day.
Yeah.
And just because I knew what it took to become like big on YouTube or something like that, I knew what it took, and everyone was always like, oh yeah, you gotta post a bunch, you gotta post like 1,000,000 times in order to get this going, and gotta be consistent, and I wanted to be consistent as possible, so I kind of went overboard, I should say.
Aw.
Let's see. Secret from an old Star Wars watcher. Disney movies are better than the Lucas Star Wars movies. There, I said it. Lucas is the most talent-free thief in cinematic history. Oi, oi, oi. I will die on this hill and show people where he thieved his shit. Great technical innovator, lousy filmmaker. Well, okay then. I'm not a big movie savant like you, Dave, so I'm ignorant to that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Camp is on an island in Phokis, south of the sacred lands of Apollo. Island is known to have a shipwreck on its shores.
Oh, it just makes me want to, you know, like read more into sociology.
Yeah.
And like how we form our opinions and how they are affected by everything that we are exposed to, and you know what kind of groups and territories we are in.
Yeah.
And yes, I did have a moment of, you know, my student being brilliant and super good.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, you know, time to, you know, read into a little bit of a sociology, you know,
Yeah,
class,
you did.
which was very nice. But it's interesting how, you know, society forms and how we form our opinions and everything like
Could
that.
you say society forms us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would say so. Because
Yes.
we have so much of society. Even if we're alone in a room, society surrounds us.
Oh, yeah.
And it affects us.
And
you
it
know,
makes us who we are.
Yeah, like the computer is society.
Oh
You know,
my
the
gosh.
music we listen to in the room is society. You know, everything. Which is so interesting to me.
It is. And, we can try our best to not be persuaded by, society and everything like that, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen. And Mr. A, I didn't skip your comment. I saw that you own all of the houses in Forza Horizon 4. I just didn't read it, or I didn't read it out loud.
Yeah.
I didn't skip you, bud.
And Lucky says, I'm sure you and Chloe will love the new Star Wars movie. I most certainly did. Yes, I
Good,
think I
okay.
will really enjoy it.
Oh, I know I'll love it. I know
Yeah.
I'll love it. I'll be surprised if I don't. I'll say that.
And then also, Lucky, Chloe is a philosophical.
Philosophical. Chloe is a philosopher. It's fun. Sort of the same thing.
Yeah, No, that is actually one thing. I failed, and I still don't have a grade in philosophy.
Philosophy, yeah.
But my philosophy teacher said, I don't understand why you can't grasp this subject because you're one of the biggest philosophers I have met. Because I always ask the big questions and, always, like, what is the meaning with life? Meaning with life is supposed to be like this, or is it supposed to be like this?
Right.
Or, are we all fooled to think it's like this, but in real life it's like that? And and I'm like, I have no idea. So going back to philosophy one day, I'm scared and excited at the same
you'll
time.
do great. You'll do absolutely great.
Yeah.
Now I can focus all my time and effort on buying all the cars I really want now. Yay, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
I love the new stuff and do not get the hate for The Last Jedi. People are trying to make a genre movie into a religious experience. The hate, I will debate. For The Last Jedi came from killing off someone the audience did not want to say goodbye to. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably a lot of the older people who didn't want to see Mark Hamill disappear from the series. If I think you're talking about the same person.
Which is who?
Luke.
Oh, yeah, Luke.
I mean, he did kind of become part of the Force, the same way Yoda did and Obi-Wan.
He died in an epic way, though.
He did. He went out like a motherfucker. It was awesome.
Yeah, and he died in a very honorable way, too. He was like fall. When Mother Nature gives it all to make something really, powerful and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then it dies afterwards. It gives it, their last breath.
Yeah.
And then, it gets reunited.
I just think it's a really cool... I mean...
That's why, one of the reasons why I love fall.
Spoiler alert, surprise, surprise.
Oh,
That movie came out quite a while ago.
Yeah.
There are a series of podcasts called The Greatest Movies Never Made, which discuss why projects died, etc. Cameron, Spider-Man, E.T. 2, etc. That's interesting.
Maybe that TV show Alcatraz something.
Is in there.
That was really good. Or why the 4400 stopped in like mid-season 7 or something like that. I got pissed. I was like, I want to know what's happening.
You told me about that show.
I need to rewatch it.
Although at first, when you told me about the 4400, I thought it was the 100, and I was like, no, I've already started watching that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, Luke didn't necessarily die.
No.
He became a part of the living force, which is, like I said, the same thing that happened to Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Because Obi-Wan, there was no body. Darth Vader stepped on his cloak and there was nothing there. And Yoda, the same thing. Yeah. Yoda just kind of phased out of existence and became a part of the living force. And if you go deeper into becoming a part of the living force, there's a Clone Wars series, or part of the Clone Wars series, in season 6, I think it is. Yoda talks to Qui-Gon Jinn, and Qui-Gon Jinn is kind of a part of the living force as well, and he's teaching Yoda how to eventually pass on into the living force, and it's kind of an interesting thing. So that's exactly what Luke did. He didn't really die because a body would still be there, most likely. But I think he just
one with the Force.
He became so enamored with the Force and so one with the Force that he just kind of died,
But guys, so we watched them in order after one of each other. Some of the, not all of the, extra movies, but Rogue One was one of them.
We watched every movie except Solo.
Yeah, and so they flew, they were put together. And there is so much information for one to process, especially with ADHD, So now when you were saying Yoda is dead, I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, because you didn't see number 6. That's right. You didn't see number 6.
I didn't.
Actually, wait, can I finish the beer?
Yeah, you can finish the
Thanks,
beer.
love.
I've been sipping on that.
Yeah. No, we forgot. I forgot to show her 6, and here's why. we were getting ready to start watching the new ones, and I could tell she was kind of getting a little bored of the older videos or the older movies.
Yeah.
So I decided to show her Force Awakens.
It's because of the graphics, guys.
Yeah.
It's not so much about the story.
It's the graphics.
It's the graphics.
It's
And
a different time.
I mean, I am a graphics whore.
I am too. That's why I love Avatar. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Avatar, and everyone fucking hates
to
that
be
movie.
nice graphics.
It needs to look good. Ooh, that's a nice looking bow. Speaking of looking good.
Ooh.
Totally agree with you. Luke, who I hated in the 70s and 80s, was fascinating, and I thought it was a perfect goodbye to the character, as did I.
Yeah.
I think they executed it perfectly. Being one with the Force and not dead would straight up piss me off if that would happen to me. Why? You don't want to live forever as little floating balls in everywhere?
Yeah, like particles, atoms.
I know, Night Raven, I know. I seriously wish I had a TARDIS and could take you back to that summer of 77. You could see what a phenomena Star Wars was. It literally went from zero to everybody knows it and has an opinion. I would have loved to have seen that, honestly. I would have loved to have been in the theaters when A New Hope came out.
Yeah.
And just see what that was like. Because I remember seeing Revenge of the Sith in theaters. That's number 3. But never any of the old ones, obviously, because, well, I'm 23.
Yeah.
Fuck nah. When I finally kick it, I want nothing. Like, literally nothing. Okay. It's supposed to be a movie on Obi-Wan. That would be dope. That would be very dope.
Yeah, because I like Obi-Wan. Like the character of him.
I'm actually in the part of Star Wars Rebels where they're going to find him.
Oh.
Sorry,
Wow.
Athenians. I'll probably be friends with you eventually, but
Right now, we
I-
want your loot.
I need your loot, sir.
Loot.
Loot.
That's how you do it. Loot.
Loot. Oh yeah, sorry. I say it always incorrectly.
Yeah, you need to say it like me. Hair flip.
Did you just call me a teraflop?
No, I said you have to say it like me. Hair flip.
Oh, hair flip. I thought you said you had to say it like me, you teraflop.
No.
I was like,
not
how do you know what a teraflop is?
I have no idea what that is. I
Well,
didn't
an
even.
Xbox One X has 8 teraflops. Did you know that?
Ah.
Yeah, bet you didn't know that. Hell yeah, I love Star Wars Rebels. So do I. I actually spent literally all of yesterday watching it. I'm on Season 3, Episode 12. I'm on the Ghosts of Geonosis. And Rex and Ezra and Kanan, they're all down in the, with Saw Gerrera. It's a really cool episode so far. Again, no spoiler alert surprise. Listen here, Tim. If you call me on every single spoiler that I accidentally start talking about, you're going to have to write them down.
The reason why they come is because we speak so freely.
Yeah, we do. We're kind of passionate about it, so we just
Yeah.
keep talking.
On the streams, it's like, ooh,
Oops.
no, Bunty Hunter,
Mhm.
Bunty.
What's a bunty hunter, huh?
Well, it's a hunter that chases bunties.
What's a bunty?
Well, that is a big fat check.
A big fat check, huh?
Oh, it's a bunty.
I didn't know a bunty was a big ass fat check.
Well, a stack of money and bunt av pengar in
Is
Swedish.
a bunch of money.
Yeah, bunt, stack. En stor bunt.
See.
Bunty.
A bunty.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Swinglish, you know?
I see. I wonder if that's why that YouTuber's name Bunty King is Bunty King. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe.
Want to do Rebels season, but I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. I haven't gotten all the way through, so I can't understand if there, it should be one. If I were in Star Wars, I would never be killed, and I would be the most skilled character ever, lol. Because I would take my computer with me and know what everyone can do. Oh, so you'd be Grand Admiral Thrawn just with a computer.
Ah.
Hmm.
Athenians.
And Spartans.
Oi, 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 he's beast.
Now you're making me want to Star Wars again now, Ryan. I think you should, baby. Like, go for it. It's an amazing series. I love it.
It's nice to look at.
It is. It's
You know?
beautiful.
Watch and, go through. Oh, swing it.
Damn.
Oh, that was right through the spine and neck spine.
Do you know how hard you'd have to push to get it through a chest plate like that?
Yeah,
Just
no.
to stretch my leg out. I still remember watching it in June of 77, and what pulled the audience was the entrance of Darth Vader. The whole audience went, whoa, when his wheezing 7-foot ass comes through the door, or comes through the smoke. It is kind of a cool reveal.
I don't remember now, but I did call some things out.
You did. You absolutely did.
Oh yeah, because okay guys, I had no idea. I have seen, like some memes and the most famous line, like is it Luke, I'm your father,
Oh, the
or
whole
is
Mandela
it
effect thing.
yeah, or what's the other thing?
May the force be with you.
Yeah. And no, but I am your father.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But so I kind of, subconsciously would know that, he was his dad. But when I saw the older movies, right?
Yeah.
It's the older movies. I was like, okay, like Anakin, he's walking around with the dark clothes all the time. He's going to the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan is like,
oh, that's what
I
you
can't.
started saying.
And then I'm like, oh, he's gonna probably be Darth Vader, and you're like,
God damn it, honey.
yeah.
No. So you in the new movies. Now that I know what you're talking about, Obi-Wan wears the light clothes and Anakin wears the dark clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, she would point that out, and I'd be like, I never realized that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty iconic in the last episode, in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. No.
Anakin.
Anakin. Yeah. Anakin's wearing the black leather, and then Obi-Wan's wearing the white cloth. And on Mustafar, when they're fighting, and you get that big clash with the lava in the background,
No.
it's like the light versus the dark, and it's a really cool scene.
Yeah. But I think I called out that he's gonna turn into.
Oh, you absolutely did.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Ryan, like me and Ryan, when we watch movies or TV shows, Ryan is the scientific and like practical person. He's like, that doesn't work like that, or everything like that. But then I'm calling out all of the relationships. I'm like,
She's like, oh, they're gonna fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna fuck, or okay, he hates her, or okay, she's gonna kill him, or he's gonna turn into that person.
Right. Yeah, she's pretty good about following that stuff.
Yeah, more like the relationship and character development.
Well, you've nailed it every time on the 100.
Yeah, I know.
And I wanted to answer Tim. He asked if the how's the 100 going? So far, pretty good.
We haven't seen more of it.
We stopped where Allie is now inside. Ooh, excuse me. Allie 1 is now inside of Ice Nation bitch.
Yeah. And out of Raven.
Correct.
Yeah.
She's out of Raven. You should take one of the tests to see what lightsaber color you would be. I saw that you said that you had a dark saber or a dark colored saber, something like that, because the dark saber is an actual thing. But that's cool.
Yeah.
Lucas's sins, but I don't know if your mailbox could handle that with attachments video length of.
Oh my god.
Oh, David, I love you so much. You know what? That's not necessary. I will take your word for that. I will definitely take your word for that. You're a wise guy when it comes to movies, so I think you're the most versed. Witcher Day tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Is that so? We have another show to watch, I think.
Witcher?
The Witcher.
Ah. Yeah, the dark saber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's up, Landon? Good to have you here, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on by. Wearing the black leather. Are we sure they were fighting? All right, listen here, mother trucker. All right, now.
Look at that.
Yep. Now comes all the war stuff and.
Oh yeah.
All of that.
And, the Boethia.
Boeotia. Or Boeotia.
Boethia.
Boethia.
Oh, I don't know. Crumble and burn.
But the darksaber isn't a color. No, you're right. It is not a color. I'd be curious to see what color lightsaber I would have.
Me too.
Yeah, what color would you have? I bet it would be purple.
Natural? No, neutral.
Yeah, it'd probably be fucking tan or some shit. No, you'd probably have a white lightsaber, honestly. Ahsoka has white lightsabers.
Oh, I like Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm. Well,
from the Clone Wars.
Probably shouldn't watch Rebels.
No, she's gonna die.
I don't know for sure if she's dead, but she fought Darth Vader, which is her old master, Anakin.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, sorry. That's a big one. That was a really big one. Oops.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Waifu wisdom. Well, I love owls as well.
That's true.
So I think I'm gonna get the white one.
You're as wise as an owl.
No, I'm so fascinated about owls.
I thought you were going to say I'm so fascinated by lightsaber colors. I was like, yes!
No. I choose the ones that look pretty.
And that's true. And maybe you'd want a purple one. But Mace Windu...
but never ever pink. Oh my god, one of the, kids...
Yeah.
I was staying a little bit longer at work, and I was in the after school, fritids. So after school, if your parents work longer, you can be at something called fritids.
It's kind of like an after-school recreation program.
Yeah, and I told this girl that my least favorite color was pink, and she was very offended.
Oh, no.
And she was like 7. She was super offended.
How fucking dare you?
She kind of stopped talking to me for a while because I didn't like the color pink, and that was her favorite. I'm like, but I like purple.
Oh.
She's like,
All right, bitch. You already lost my trust.
I'm like, oh god damn it.
Don't start digging, you dumb bitch.
The sass was real.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
But it was silent sass.
It was judgment.
No words were spoken. It was just pure sass.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
It was amazing. I was like, oh damn, girl.
I would have loved to have been a fly on a wall.
She's gonna have some strong opinions when she goes up.
I'm sorry, you don't like pink? Is that so? Okay. I'm pink. Let's see.
Hello, Landon.
What's up, Landon? Owls are cool. A friend of mine nurses a wild one back to health. We're both rural Ontario, and he would let us come and rub his belly as long as we don't get too close to his chest. Then he opened his mouth as if to say, "That's far enough, bud." That's so cool. I have an important question. Why do all the Assassin's Creed games flip between modern times and old times? Well, if you ask me, it's the stupidest part of Assassin's Creed, Mr. A.
Yeah.
But it's because this isn't actually happening. It's all part of a simulation. You are in something before, which was called the Animus.
Yeah.
And the Animus allows you to travel back through memories of ancestors.
Yes.
And you are going back to find out secrets of the past and stuff like that, like with the Knights Templar and the Apples of Eden and all this stupid bullshit that's crazy. It's the biggest mindfuck ever, and takes you out of the game completely.
So what's happening right now is that either Alexios or Cassandra is an ancestor of the person that is in the Anonymous.
Anonymous.
What's it called?
You were close, Animus.
Animus.
But I immediately thought of the fish from Finding Nemo. An enemy.
So they share the same,
blood.
Genetics.
Yes.
That's why they can access genetic memory.
Yeah.
Because these, this science in this game is like, okay, with every person in every generation, it leaves a gene memory.
Yeah.
So, so you can access that through genetics, and that's how you can, make a simulation of, the past.
Because all this eventually happened.
And change the future.
Yeah, you can change the future with it.
That's what, okay, we need to stop, the assassination of Kennedy.
Right. Or we need to go back in time and kill baby Hitler or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And demonetized.
And they could, but in this game, they could, if they were ancestors.
Right.
To someone that was around these people.
But they gotta have the blood.
Yeah. Or DNA.
Or the connection.
Yes.
Rogue One and her, the Darksaber, are most commonly known as the Mandalorian. The Darksaber is their only lightsaber that they had. Is that what's considered as the Darksaber? Because I'm pretty sure there's one from, the old Legends that's the Darksaber. Because the Mandalorians, that's not technically a lightsaber. It's more of a sword, honestly, because those things, they don't look like lightsabers. They're made of light, sure, but it's a black and white emission coming from a sword hilt. It doesn't look like a lightsaber to me.
oh, it seems like Night Raven and you can have really nice, Star Wars conversations.
You're right. By the way, Ahsoka used stolen kyber crystals and turned them from red, the Sith color, to white. She used her Force abilities to purify the kyber crystals, turning them to a color that benefited her. Aha! I didn't know about that. But I don't think... Well, at least in Legends. In canon, it means this. But let me read Tim's comment. So my mind just went a bit off rails, and I was just thinking, imagine how impressed your friends will be if your kids are raised Duolingo speaking English at like 4. Oh, they're gonna be. They're gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, I have 6-year-olds in school that speaks almost fluent English.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we don't dub our TV shows, you
No.
know. So, what is in English, it's in English.
Yeah. But the color red of lightsabers is not necessarily the only thing that delineates you from good or bad. So, for instance, in Star Wars Rebels, if you remember when Kanan was in the temple fighting the Grand Inquisitor, who was actually a temple guard, in that sequence when they're trying to find Yoda and everything like that, he used a red lightsaber from the wall. Now, why would there be a red lightsaber in the temple of a Jedi? Doesn't make sense if you think of it only in the context of red lightsabers being evil. But the lightsaber's color, red, doesn't necessarily mean it's from a Sith. So it's interesting how legends and canon can differ. But that's cool to know, Night Raven. That's really, really cool. Yeah. Has the same property as a lightsaber. She killed one of the Jedi. Hunter, can't spell the name, and stole their crystals. Interesting. As an artifact, well, if they're keeping it as an artifact, think of it like this: if they're willing to keep a Sith, and I appreciate you agreeing, but imagine if they were keeping a Sith lightsaber, only a red Sith lightsaber, as like an artifact, and then like a Sith holocron comes along. It's kind of along the same lines, with the holocron obviously obtaining way more knowledge or containing way more knowledge, and it's not a lightsaber, but at the same time it's a Sith artifact. But it's interesting to do a deep dive and stuff like that.
And a holocron is what a Mandalorian is?
No. Holocrons, they store data. They store information.
Oh yeah, those things that they send message to.
Kind of.
Store. Okay.
There's one in Jedi Fallen Order. It's the thing that Cal hovers with his hand, and the message from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Exactly. That's what I mean with the message.
Yikes.
Jeez.
Yikes. Not yet.
Did it poke hole?
No, but I felt a really sharp pain.
Oh, it's my
Oh shit,
hangnail
that
nipper.
really hurt.
It's my cuticle nipper.
I was gonna tap you on your leg, and then I hit that. Ow.
Yeah.
That's okay. That was an accident.
I stabbed him with a cuticle cutter.
Domestic abuse!
Or a cuticle nipper. God damn it. It's on live. God damn it.
I know, it's okay. I find demonetization a joke. With the demented slaughterhouse of the world is right now. This offends you? Okay. No, I agree. I agree with you on that, Dave. Demonetization is really stupid.
Baby,
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
Oh, now when you were
sweetie.
moving closer, I was like...
You're pulling it away from you?
Yeah.
Let's see. This is what happens when you don't record by yourself. Well, I wouldn't want to do it without Chloe.
I mean, we're a good team.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, sweetie. Let's see, yeah, because there was a Jedi named Adi who actually used a red lightsaber, but ditched it. Once the Sith was emerging back onto the scene, she ditched it for a blue saber. There was also a sequence in Star Wars Legends where Luke actually used a red lightsaber, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what book it's from. I've not read all the books. I've only ever watched videos about the books. But Darksaber was made by a Mandalorian. It was the first Mandalorian saber. It is actually detestably one, if not the strongest saber ever created. Well, I know that the Mandalorians and the Jedi don't really get along that well. But the Mandalorians don't get along with Mandalorians. But yeah, that's true. And that's kind of cool to know about the Darksaber. I had no idea that was called the Darksaber. I always just thought it was a light sword.
Yeah. I like that. Police call 148 in progress. I like that. It makes me think about, oh, God damn it, who sings it? It's an old rap song. Maybe it's, no, I'm not even gonna try. But it's...
It is math.
I got a 187 and an undercover cop.
Oh, I see. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, but I don't know who it is because I'm not well versed in rap.
Yeah, no. I got a 187 and an undercover cop.
It sounds like something like NWA or Tupac or Biggie Smalls would do.
Yeah,
But that's just me naming every rapper that I know.
yeah,
or know of.
yeah.
Ancient and unique black-bladed lightsaber created by Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian ever introduced in the Jedi Order. Yeah, Clan Vizsla, because that's what Sabine is a part of, as well as Pre-Vizsla, and all of those guys.
So 148 is domestic abuse.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I had no idea that was one of the codes. Well, I know it is one of the codes, obviously, but I didn't know that 148 was...
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I watched too many crime stuff.
Snitchy 9 got sentenced for 24 months in jail. Oh, not Tech 9. 6 9 or Tech 9. What the fuck is his name, Tim? Sketchy 6 9. It's that rapper. He snitched on like a bunch of like gang members or something like that. Now I guess he has 24 months in jail or something like that.
Well, that's kind of good because
yeah.
then he's not gonna, get shot.
Yeah, I would imagine, but I mean, I don't know if jail is. I don't know.
No, I think they have people behind bars.
They
too.
might. Tekashi 6 9. That's his name.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't remember his damn name to save my flacking life. I mean, there was 34 years on the table. Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
I would say you choose your friends wisely.
I'd say he got out pretty well.
I mean,
goddamn. Choose your words and your friends wisely. Hot diggity damn dog.
Yeah, well, he copped a deal if he was about to get 34 years, but only got 24 months. Maybe, he snitched to reduce it.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah. To get a plea bargain. Or
to get a plea deal, yeah.
Yeah, a plea
I didn't
deal.
think about that.
Or, yeah. No?
Good thinking, my love.
I watch too many crimes.
Yeah, that's true, and I watch too much fucking Star Wars. I can talk for hours about Star Wars, and she can talk hours and hours about which serial killer was on the loose in 1800s in London or some shit.
Yeah, no, I do.
But it's
I don't
funny.
know them by name, but by accent. Actions.
Let's see. The Kyber Saber was introduced in Lego Star Wars: The Freemakers Adventures, which was a good series. Not gonna lie, I haven't seen that. That sounds neat. Is the new Star Wars game good? I've enjoyed it so far.
Yes.
About halfway through.
I would say it's good.
He did snitch to reduce it, but snitching on high-end gang members, yeah, no, he won't do well in the Gen Pop or the streets. The second he can't afford security, he did.
He did.
He did. If only I knew what your voice sounded like, Tim, because I imagined you saying that, and that would be really, really funny.
Yeah.
Snitching on high-end gang members, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's
well,
a real bad idea.
it's a good thing for
to get them behind bars,
like society and the place where they are roaming and living and stuff like that, and to reduce like crimes.
Yeah, I would agree.
That DEA and all of those
FBI
are doing with the high,
what is like criminal informants?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean with the gang members and everything like that. Like I'm on the cop side.
Yeah. Or I have the cop spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm personally on the cop side because I don't like,
No, I don't like that stuff either.
No.
My voice is described by friends as deep and gravelly. Oh, hell yeah, Tim. Then I'm going to imagine... Oh, who's the guy's voice? It's from okay, you're gonna forever now be in my head as Darth Vader until I one day hear what your voice sounds like. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Ooh. Can you jump on that?
Yes, you can.
Roof? Does it move? No.
It does not. That'd be pretty realistic if it did, though.
Like, one of the, bouncers.
Oh, yeah.
Studsmatta.
They're called not overhangs, awnings.
Yeah, but studsmatta means bounce rug.
Are you
Studsmatta.
talking like a bounce house? Oh, trampoline.
No, yeah,
A trampoline, yeah.
We have trampoline och studsmatta.
I thought you were talking about a bounce house, like the castles, like the bouncy castles.
But that's cool too.
I love those things.
Oh,
I almost broke my leg
I
in
am
one.
that kind of adult when it's like a carnival or a Tivoli or anything like that.
Tivoli?
Tivoli. It's called in Swedish, but I think, like a pop-up, amusement park, a small one.
A carnival.
Yeah. When those come,
Mm-hmm.
I
like going to
love
them?
to jump in those big ass castles.
Those are super fun.
And like they are like, one that we had one year was like 3 or 4 stories tall.
Oh,
yeah, it was really tall. And rutschelbana, which is, slide. Rutschelbana. These metal things.
A slide?
A slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably call it a slide.
Yeah, we call it rutschelbana.
Rutschelbana.
Oh, good pronunciation.
Tack så mycket
Ups.
from idagen.
Yeah, don't burn that.
He already did.
No, I know.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I'm 23 and I love Lego spin-offs, especially if it's canon. I love Legos.
Yeah.
P.S. Vader is how we spell father in Dutch. I think that's how you spell father in German as well, which would make sense because Dutch is English and German, as Chloe told me today.
Well, what Vader?
Darth Vader, yeah.
Oh,
Dark
yeah.
Father.
Yeah, but that's a little bit. I think that is German too.
That's what I said.
Because Vader.
Valder. It's like,
No. What I said, it's Dutch is kind of English and German combined. It's like a mixed match.
Are you lying to me about languages?
No,
ma'am.
Did you think I said Dutch is English and German?
English and German
Yeah,
combined.
Yeah, no, and
yes,
like kind of combined.
Yeah. Also, you should probably read Dave's comments and stuff. He's talking about like true crime and stuff.
Yeah, but then also Vader is in Dutch, but fader with an F is in Swedish. Fader.
Kyber Saber was a sword made out of several pure kyber crystals. It was so powerful. Its maker, a Jedi master named Baird Cantu, smashed it and hid the crystals throughout the galaxy. Interesting.
Well, Google Tim, I made that assumption out of, I think, a few Dutch, what's it called? Ads. So, but then, what was it? True crime. Helmuth Buxbaum. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting. Very much so.
Dutch is not English and German combined. Hate to call you out there.
It's okay, Giggle Tim.
If you want a good laugh at Darth Sidious getting beat by a 10-year-old, you'd love the Freemakers Adventures. They also have both seasons for free on YouTube. Once a Jedi with a pale blue lightsaber created the perfect dual lightsaber. Itself is considered evil because anyone else who picked it up and used it became a Sith. Interesting. Could be debated as the strongest. It could cut panels in half with a simple swing. Well, most lightsabers can, but if you're talking about like the super metals and stuff like that, then that's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Honey.
Honey bunny.
Oh, you're holding that?
Yeah, to make sure that that doesn't slip out.
Yeah, good. Good thing. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, planets. An entire planet? It could be cut in half. You're kidding. How in the hell is that even practical? I mean, fuck the Death Star. Just get the damn blade. But then again, the Death Star did have kyber crystals in it, so I suppose the laser was technically a blade. Dun dun dun. Imagine how easy it would be to make a toast with a lightsaber. How easy it would be to make toast. I thought you meant a toast. God, I need to read these fucking comments more. I'm having a damn stroke. Okay, I was gonna go get him first, but that's not gonna work. Alright, let's see. Can we take him out from this far with one of these arrows? And yoink! So he's dead. And then this guy right here is the next target. Gotta get down there and assassinate him real fast. And then do that. And he should be dead soon. I hope. Yoink. Perfect. Oi oi, oi oi, oi oi. Is that an explosive barrel right there? I think it is. Nope, it's not anymore. That's fine. That's totally fine. Where's the ladder? Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. The entire fucking castle is in this spot. Too long you cut them in half as the weaknesses. Too short. Interesting, okay. If I may ask, no offense intended, but do you have dyslexia? I haven't misread mixed words all the time. I probably do, just undiagnosed dyslexia. One of the Death Stars, so he sent out so many soldiers and even made Vader the head of the search to find the Kyber crystals a part of the saber. That's so cool to know. Thanks for all the info. You're teaching me shit that I had no idea about. It's really, really neat. If only some had some party favors to toss down, aka hand grenades. Yeah, I kind of wish that we had those right now, because that would be wonderful. Can I just disable this now? Set trap. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that, just in case they come back and try and light it. Oops, wrong button. That's just as a precaution. Alright, then we'll just kind of come down here. Nope, I'm going to need you to just go down the ladder there, big man. Okay, thank you. Alright, perfect. Had to get away to hide a little bit. No, wrong button again. Is the new Star Wars game like Force Unleashed? No. Closer to Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Dark Souls, I'd say. Are you guys making the parallels to World War II and Star Wars? Beginning did not use lightsabers, they used actual swords and blades and used the Force to coat them in energy. Is that so? I can see that being a thing. I can see that being a thing. I love the Star Wars talk. Well, I saw my first Star Wars movie, Episode 2, in theaters, and I was hooked since. Yeah, I think I remember going back to see Star Wars Episode 2 in 3D. Or no, Episode 1 in 3D. But I think the only one that I saw in theaters was number 3. Besides that one, obviously. Yes, Night Raven, I do. I was noticing that you were talking about that. Welcome back, my love.
Hello.
Everything's fine. Everything's going according to plan. I only got found twice, actually.
Yeah. Made up a trap and all of that.
Exactly. See, you understand.
I know, because I watched the stream.
Oh, you little silly shit.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
That's me.
You smell like gum. And it smells so good.
Mm.
Smells like mint gum. But unfortunately, everybody, we are indeed at the end of the live stream here. I wish it wasn't, but unfortunately, we are indeed here. So I think we'll probably pick this up next week. Probably next Tuesday is when we'll probably be back with Assassin's Creed. But we'll be back on Monday with Mystery Monday, hopefully, barring anything going wrong with anything, with being sick or anything.
Wait! Before we promise anything.
Yeah, no, that's true. Wait a second.
On Monday, it's the 23rd.
So we're not even going to be here.
No, we're going to be in Finland.
Okay, so change of plans. We are not going to be streaming the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th.
So we're going to be back on Thursday, the 26th.
And I know it's a long time to wait. I'm sorry.
It's a week.
But we're going on the cruise this week, and it is Christmas. And I want to make sure that you guys, spend time with your families if you're spending time with that.
Yeah.
And anything like that. But we will be back on Christmas. Oh, wait, no. Well, if it's the 25th.
Annandag jul.
Okay, so we're coming back on the 26th, the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So all Americans can celebrate Christmas too.
Perfect idea.
And we can, come together after Christmas and share our, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Around Christmas, good presents, bad presents, dry turkey, not so dry ham, like moist muffins, I don't know, whatever. And that I think on Annandag jul.
Sure, day after Christmas.
Yeah.
Well then, we will see you guys at the end of next week. Everyone have a wonderful Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. Have a happy holidays if you don't celebrate it. If you celebrate any of the other ones, please be safe. Don't drink too much. If you do, drink responsibly.
And don't drive.
And please don't drive.
No.
Spend time with your family, with your friends. And if you don't have any of that on this holiday season, remember to love yourself. Okay?
Yes.
So, thank you guys so much for coming on by. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us today. Great Star Wars talk, everybody, those of you down there. If you're in my Discord, y'all can talk about it if you want. You can continue. There are voice chats and stuff in there if you want to hang out and talk. Chloe and I think we're going to start watching a movie or something like that. We're just going to hang out.
Yes,
but
we will.
Love you guys so much. Honey, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
I want to say goodbye and thanks to everyone being here today, watching and hanging out with us. Also, everyone watching afterwards. And we will see each other in a week.
Yep.
And I just want to say many, many merry effing Christmas, everyone. And God jul.
God
och
jul.
gott nytt år. Like we say in Swedish.
And Merry Christmas, as we say in English. So, thank you guys so much for coming on by, and we will see you in the next live stream.
God jul.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.